Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo in Parkway RV Center, and today let's review a diesel pusher Class A motorhome. And today we're going to look at one. Couple of things about it. A, it's a Bunkhouse diesel pusher. A lot of people looking for these. And B, it's a Bunkhouse diesel pusher in an 08 model for $79,900. Makes it even more rare if have one in that price point. This is a 2008 Damon Astoria Pacific Edition, and this is a full body paint, beautiful Class A motorhome. It has 86,000 miles, which is a little higher than normal, but still not just killed. It's got a ton of life left to it. For those of you who know diesel motorhomes, especially the Cummins diesel in particular, that's not even a concern. And let's look around it, guys. It is the model 3776, and this thing sleeps more than most Class C motorhomes do. This thing can sleep 9 to 10 people. And beautiful multi-stage full body paint, which is part of the Pacific Edition. Very expensive upgrade. I've got it running right now. I've got the diesel generator running. Motor is 6.7 liter, 340 horsepower ISB Cummins diesel. Very, very, very dependable motor, guys. 340 horsepower, 760 pound-feet of torque. Has a 5,000 pound tow capacity, and excellent condition as far as a 2008 is concerned. Now, I've had this thing for 3 or 4 weeks, and I've been itching to shoot this thing because I think for the price point and the floor plan, it's an excellent deal. But we has that old flaking furniture problem that's plagued so many RVs. So we actually just spent almost $3,000 having all the furniture reupholstered. You don't have to worry about it, ever. I mean, this furniture will be here the way they do it. This furniture will look good 20 years from now. Let's look around it, guys. And I don't know what's happened here. I don't know if they had something on it, sprayed something on it, or what. But you've got 3 spots right here that's dug through the paint to the metal underneath. Which, guys, I know 14-year-old motorhome, it's going to have battle scars. That's part of buying a used one, but I like to point anything out that I see wrong with it like that, and I was going to be sold with that on it. 50 amp electrical service. Tires are great. We drove this thing several hundred miles back, and you can see the finish looks great on this thing. It's not spent a lot of time outside, you know, between uses. Got a power patio awning, slide toppers. Looks like you got one slide topper on the back. The canvas is missing, but the other ones look great. And again, guys, it's a used motorhome, so I'm always going to point out the good, the bad, and the ugly. One-piece windshield looks great. I don't see any cracks. Sorry, right here by the road. I don't see any cracks or anything like that. Generator's running great. Fires right up. It is an XC Freightliner chassis, so it's got the air brakes, air suspension, 3 slides. Let's look inside and I'll show you this new upholstery. And that's the whole reason why I haven't shot this video, because the upholstery was out of it. But the good thing about it is we spent the money that you don't have to. So not only are we selling this thing thousands and thousands under NADA says I should be selling it for, but we spent about $3,000 in upholstery work that you don't have to spend. And you do have a ceramic tile floor that looks great. And you know, with 86,000 miles on it, you would see, if it wasn't a good riding chassis, you'd see stress cracks on it. No cracks. Corian countertops, no cracks. Look up here. Motorhome running. Dash air is ice cold, by the way. Exact miles are 84,000, not 86,000. Not like that makes much difference, but nothing to worry about, guys. No check engine lights. 84,321 miles. Even though it may not look like it here on my camera because the refresh rate is different from the monitor, it's got a clear picture, or the backup camera. Looks great up here. It's got the power shade. You got curtains that go around the side. You've got a power shade that comes down, covers your windshield for privacy. You can see shade works like it's supposed to, goes all the way down. And then you got manual shades right here, and then you got curtains as well. So easy to, excuse me, easy to set that back up. Defrost fans look good. Like I said, all new upholstery, front seats, both sofas. And I do like the dual sofas, guys. This thing sleeps a lot of people. No smoke or pet odors. The dash air is cold, roof airs are cold. You have 2 sleeper sofas. This one right here, the main one behind the driver's seat and the slide out, comes out and makes a queen size bed. This one is a flip down sofa, so it'll sleep 1 or 2, depends on how big the people are. So you can sleep 2 here, 1 to 2 here, 1 to 2 on the table booth. That folds down, makes a bed. Nice TV right here. Tall roof. This thing's got probably 7 foot. I didn't look the roof size up, but I'd say 7 foot tall roof. No stress cracks in the tile. Real Corian. This has got the actual seal on it, DuPont Corian. So this is the real deal right here, guys. No cracks. Which this is also part of the Pacific package as well. Microwave, convection oven. You know, storage is typical for this size RV with bunks. You know, of course, anytime you add bunks, you're going to lose some closet space, but still got plenty. This should be a slide out pantry. Yep. I mean, you got a pretty decent amount of storage and drawer space and all that. Oh, look here, guys. Remote controls. I was wondering where all those were at. Leave them there. So you got some nice deep drawer space. TV, this is probably a 42 inch if I had to guess. Sony, Blu-ray, DVD, I'm not sure. Does have a Winegard satellite system, but I always tell people, guys, those Winegard satellite systems, bank on those being obsolete. If you are able to hook service to it, just consider it a bonus. So just buy it under the assumption it may have a satellite, but you'll have to replace it, because those things, every few years, those things become obsolete. And of course, now with streaming and internet, unless you're staying somewhere without coverage or Wi-Fi or cell service, that's the only time you'd really need it. Now, I did turn the fridge on last night because I knew I was going to shoot it today. Refrigerator's ice cold. I just forgot my thermometer, but guys, I promise you, it is cold and working like it's supposed to. Yeah, I showed you all that. Here's your bunks. You got 2 bunks. Got a small TV right here. Of course, I'm sure you can hook up Xboxes or whatever to it. You got a little bulletin board. You got a privacy curtain, so you can give yourself a little bit of privacy with this. And then you got a solid sliding door right here to separate the bedroom bathroom area from the living area. So you got 2 bunks here. Ladder. Bathroom is right here. And you got a China RV toilet. Sinks. Sink looks good. I also forgot to mention this got the padded headliner, so which helps insulate it, helps noise reduction when you're going down the road. And if you ever have a leak, it'll sag down like an old car headliner, and it doesn't have any of that. Skylight looks good. I do like the faux marble, aka plastic surround, in the shower. You've got a big bedroom for a bunkhouse. You know, usually they have to take away some space from the master bedroom, but they really didn't with this one. That's because you got opposing slides in here. You've got a Queen Island bed, and look at all the detail, the woodwork around the facade, around the slide out. A lot of space right here between the foot of the bed and those that Chester drawer, I guess. You do have solid sliding doors to give yourself at least as much privacy as possible from the kids. You know, you're not going to put this many people in an RV without losing a lot of privacy. But you do have washer and dryer hookups, but no washer and dryer. Never had one because it's got the shelves in there, which, you know, that's something you might, if you got a overwhelming need for it, go ahead and put one in. But I'll be honest with you guys, those things do such a small load of clothes, especially if you've got a couple of kids or a couple of adults staying with you. That's, go find you a wash area. That'd be a waste of money, unless you're going to be boondock camping somewhere where you can't get to a washer and dryer, because those things only do a load of clothes the size of like couple pairs of jeans and a t-shirt. That's it. Maybe a pair of socks. And it takes them all day just to do that and dry it. Not only that, but you've got two carrier ducted roof areas. You'll have to cut one of them off to operate the dryer, and it's a 110 dryer, so it's going to take a long time to dry those clothes. And when you're out 90-degree heat, you're going to want that second AC more than dry clothes. Trust me on that. Big closet across the back. Of course, guys, very well insulated for sound, because we're standing right on top of this big diesel motor, and hardly noticeable. And I do like the fact they have a start and stop generator switch back here as well as on the dash. So if you're camping somewhere, the power goes out, it starts getting hot in here, you don't have to go all the way to the front. You just go right here, flip it on, and let your air conditioners come on. Or if you're, if you got a CPAP machine or something like that, you can come up here and turn it on when you need to, if the power goes out. Nice one, guys. $79.9. We do guarantee generator, refrigerator, roof airs, both of them, slide outs to work like they're supposed to, and of course you can come inspect anything else you want to. We do guarantee it to run and drive properly. Like I said, we just drove it several hundred miles, so I don't think that'll be an issue. Brand new upholstery, guys. Spent thousands of dollars on that you don't have to, but didn't go up on the price. Still got this thing at a bargain, even us having to spend the money on it. If you are interested in this motorhome, pick up the phone, give us a call. First, make sure it's still available. I'm selling these things like crazy. $79.9, of course, haggle-free, firm price. Come look at it, come test drive it. We do test drives Monday through Friday only, no Saturday test drives. Don't have the manpower on Saturday. It's usually Saturdays for just casual lookers to come out, tire kickers, things like that. If you're serious about buying one and looking at one, try to come during the week, Monday through Friday. If you want to test drive it, call ahead, make an appointment so they can make sure they get it pulled out, because we have to move a couple of RVs to get a lot of these out. So it's best to do it when we have 24 hours notice than having to do it while you're waiting on us. That way we can make sure it's got fuel, batteries are up, all that good stuff too. So if you just want to come look at it, you don't need an appointment. But if you want to drive it, it's best to call, make an appointment, so the salesperson can have it all ready for you. Come out and take a look at it, guys, and see what you think about it. Hard to find. This is a great price point for a diesel bunkhouse. It's a good price point for a diesel, period, in an 08, but especially with bunks and full body paint. And like I said, the miles, 84,000. 84,000 miles is not a concern. You could run hundreds of thousands of miles on these things before you have to worry about anything. Take care of it, it'll take care of you. And honestly, I would rather have one with 84,000 miles that hasn't been sitting for years between uses versus one that's got 15,000 miles that's beset for 5 years between trips. Those are the ones, guys. Gotta love it. Yep, ambulances. Gotta love it. Right in the middle of the video. I tell you guys, being right here at this red light, you see some crazy stuff. But anyway, thank y'all for watching this unit 79.9 Financing is available with approved credit and down payment. We don't have any interest rate markup. You know, here's the thing, guys. You go to an RV dealership, you go through their finance department, they do nothing for free. And it has nothing to do with the sale. They want to maximize profit. And they do so by getting you approved at a lower rate than what they're telling you. Because you're dealing with their bank, the lenders they go through. You have no idea what the actual rate is. All you know is what's on that piece of paper in front of you for you to sign for the loan contracts. You know, it could say whatever on top of what they got you approved for. They get you approved to 6%. They can charge you 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever they think you'll pay, guys. So keep that in mind. We don't have any interest rate markup. You know, that can save you thousands of dollars on financing alone. Plus, we got the best price around, guys, period. That's why we've been in business 53 years. That's why we sell all over the country every single week. That's why we sell 500-600 used RVs a year. The Parkway price can't be beat. And we're not like these corporate dealers that add thousands of dollars in fees on top of that price. We have no interest rate markup. We have no fees, no dock fees, no prep fees, no happy camper fees, freight fees, processing fees, inspection fees, whatever name they come up with, guys, convenience fees, I don't know. None of that, guys. Easy, simple, and done is our sales process. Haggle-free, firm prices. This is what it takes to buy it. I'm not going to take a penny less. I don't care how you pay for it, where you're coming from. That's the price. $79.9, take it or leave it. Plus applicable sales tax. If you want to know if you have to pay sales tax here or when you tag and title it at your local DMV office, depends on a couple of factors, the state you live in, how you paying for it. Call and ask one of my salespeople. They'll get you an out-the-door price. Georgia residents now. We do have to charge this for Georgia residents only. $100 highway impact fee, $40 to $50 tag and title fee because the state says I have to. That's Georgia residents only. Nobody else has to pay that besides if you live in Georgia, which I know $140, $150 is a drop in the bucket when you're buying an $80,000 motorhome. But like I said, I want you to be aware of everything. So no surprises. I don't believe in surprises. That's why I try to show you, give you an honest opinion about it. That's why I show you the good and the bad. Yeah, it's got a couple of spots on it, but it's an 08 model. Show me one that doesn't. At least I'm showing it to you instead of not showing it to you. And that way you know about it before you come to look instead of afterwards. And of course, guys, that's part of it. You know, if those little spots bother you, then a used RV may not be the right fit for you. That's, you know, and I learned this a long time ago, that there's two types of buyers out there for RVs. There's ones that buy new everything, new cars, new houses. They expect it to be perfect. Guys, used RVs is not for you if you're that type of buyer. That's why there's so many new RV dealers out there to appease that type of buyer. And there's the used buyer that understands that the unit they're looking at is X amount of years old. It's been used for X amount of years. They understand that. That buyer is looking at what it costs brand new to what it costs now, and what it would cost in a brand new 2022 model, the equivalent of it, to what this one costs now. And they're weighing that out, you know, to save that kind of money, because I'm sure you're saving 100, 140, 50 grand. You can put up with a few spots on the paint or a slide out topper that's missing. I mean, that's trivial compared to the money you're saving. So that's the kind of shopper that needs to buy a used RV. And you can't exist in one world or the other, okay? If you're a used buyer, you go price a new one, you get sticker shock, you don't buy. If you're a new buyer and you try to buy used because you're attracted to the price and you look at it and you pick your nose up, snob off, then you know, you're never going to be happy buying a used RV. You need to buy new. I mean, that's just something I've learned a long time ago, and there's no sense trying to live in one world when you belong in the other. And there's nothing wrong with either way you go. You know, just one way costs you a lot more money than the other. Obviously, the new shopper is going to spend a lot more money on a new RV, but they're going to be happy. So, and, you know, something I learned a long time ago, and I'm not trying to sound like a car salesman, but there's no such thing as the right deal on the wrong RV. If it's not the right RV for you, it doesn't matter how cheap the price is, it's not the one for you. You're not going to be happy with it. So, and that's the truth, guys. And there's nothing wrong with being a new RV shopper or a used RV shopper. Just Like I said, everybody's got different personalities, different opinions. You know, I've got an opinion about a used RV. You've got an opinion. They may be the same, may be different. You know, I rate this thing 1 to 10. I'll give it a 9. 1 to 10, you may give it a 5. The next person that looks at it, 1 to 10, may give it a 12. And nobody's right, nobody's wrong. That's the thing. It's all about opinion. Everybody's got one. Whether it's politics, religion, current events, or used RVs, what kind of shape they need to be in to be good enough for yourself and your family to use. So the best way to find out if it's the right one for you is obviously to come look at it. Spend some time in it, get to know it a little bit before deciding to buy it. You know, I do encourage you to check it out. I know a lot of people buy these things sight unseen. You're welcome to hire an inspection service to come out and check it out if you don't want to check it out yourself. But, you know, it might cost you a few $100. But, and again, guys, even with an inspection service, you're still getting an opinion. So, yeah, they might show you the good and the bad and the ugly like I do in my video, but all it is just to help you make your own decision on opinion if it's nice enough for you or not. So either way you go, guys, we're here to help you. If you want to come look at this RV, if you want to fly in, it's a pretty reasonably priced to fly right now. We'll pick you up at the Chattanooga, Tennessee airport during business hours, no extra charge. Take you back, no extra charge if need be. So come out, take a look at it, guys. You know, call, get one of my salespeople, get the details worked out as far as financing or how you're paying for it. You know, cash, trade, finance, it's all the same to us, guys. It don't make one smidget difference how you pay for it. We do ask, instead of bringing $100 bills, which anybody would be crazy to travel with that much cash, but you'd be surprised it's dangerous. We do ask, instead of $100 bills, you bring us a cashier's check or do a wire transfer. You know, what a lot of people do, we actually prefer wire transfer because that way we don't have to go to the bank and make a deposit. Everything's done, it's secured, it's traced. If there's any funny business around, it's traced to you, to me, and everybody in between knows all the parties involved. So there's no way to any funny business can happen. And what a lot of people do, because I know a lot of people don't feel comfortable sending the money before they see the unit. I understand that. Before you leave to come down here to look at it, talk to your banker, get with him or her, set it up to where all you got to do is call them and say, hey, I'm good on this unit. Go ahead and send the money. And it will come in. If it's sent before 2 o'clock our time, it'll show up the same day and you can take it home once it's cleared our account, which is usually in the same day. That's the easiest way to do it, guys. It's the safest and easiest way. You don't have to carry cash. You don't have to carry cashier's check. You got to worry about losing. To me, that's the way we prefer. But and I'm not going to say we're not going to. I mean, we'll take a cashier's check and we'll take cash. I'm not going to turn down cash. It's just it's more paperwork involved because we do everything strictly by the law. There's no hiding money here. So, you know, I know a lot of people come in here and you know, if we do take cash over $10,000, we do have to get your social security number and we do have to file a form 8300 with the IRS. It covers our tail end, it covers your tail end, because when you draw it out of the bank does one on you. When we put the cash in our bank, which we do immediately after taking it, they do one on us. So that way it establishes a paper trail for the cash. And so guys, in other words, guys, if you think you're going to hide something by paying cash, if you're coming here to pay cash because you think you can hide stuff, I'd rather you shop somewhere else. We're not involved in that. If you're trying to evade taxes or we don't want to know about it. We don't want to do business with somebody like that, because we can get drug into it, and we have before in the past, and not something we want to repeat. So, you know, if we didn't do everything legal, we would probably wouldn't be in business. You know, those days in the 80s and 90s of dealers keeping a safe full of cash hid at their house from the IRS and the government have been over for a long time. In fact, a lot of dealers, especially the corporate dealers, charge you more to take cash than if you finance through one of their lenders. That's right, guys. You will pay more for cash. You would think it'd be the opposite, but it's not. It's all the same to us, but the reason they do that is because, you remember what I was saying earlier about how other dealerships mark interest rates up. Well, when you come in with your own financing, or you come in and pay cash for one out of your own account, they lose that opportunity to make thousands and thousands of dollars in profit. So they're going to charge you more to take cash, hoping that you would change your mind and take it and finance it through their lenders to get a lower price. And that way they're not missing out on thousands of dollars in profit. So keep that in mind, guys. It's nothing a dealer does is for free or for cost. You know, plus if you finance it with them, they're going to bring on the upsells, extended warranties, gap insurance, exterior and interior protection packages, coat it with this, coat it with that, all that stuff marked up 4 or 5 times dealer cost, added to your RV loan with the interest rate marked up, going up on payment. Again, guys, overcharging by thousands on financing that you don't have to pay if you came here. Don't believe in upsells, guys. Always say no to upsells. You know, your number one priority when you're financing an RV is to keep your amount financed as low as possible. Pay as much money down as you can, because you're going to get it back when you sell it or trade it later on, or most of it back. And keep your rate low as possible. I know interest rates aren't historically low right now on luxury items like boats and RVs, but they're still pretty reasonable with good credit. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, give us a call. Make sure to smash me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, RVs with Big Bo. My Facebook page, like it, RVs with Big Bo. God, I'm so glad to finally get this one online. And this thing will sell quick now that it's online. With the furniture in it and the floor plan and the price. It's a heck of a deal for what it is. And a decent brand too. It's not one of those entry-level model diesels some other manufacturers put bunks in that don't hold up worth a flip. This is actually a decent one. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it, guys. My 30,000 subscribers. Thank you to each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel. If you hadn't, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button. You get notices every time I post a video. And there's a lot of advantages to being a subscriber. First of all, it's absolutely free. And the fact that I actually advertise used RVs instead of new like everybody else says a lot. And the fact that you get a notice, and you've got a little window, about a 24 to 48 hour window, that only you and my other YouTube subscribers will know about the RV I'm publishing, because it goes on the website and goes on YouTube. Well, I have a feed that comes off the website that goes to all the major RV advertising sites on the internet. RV Trader, RVT, RV USA, eBay, Craigslist, Facebook, and more. So, but it takes about 24 to 48 hours before it actually shows up on those websites. Now, when that happens, my video views shoot through the roof, because a lot more people are seeing it on those sites and who are subscribed to my YouTube channel. So it gives you a little bit of a preview, a little bit of a chance to buy it before these things hit the market. And guys, I've sold units in as little as 20 to 30 minutes after the video published, sight unseen. It's crazy. And if you're looking for a Bunkhouse diesel, this is the only one I have. I only get a couple of these in a year, and this price in this current market is almost is just about impossible to beat. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hang tight. I'll try to do another video today. If not, I'll do it first thing in the morning. And look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.